MrBeast, who is often portrayed as this generous philanthropist, is actually a highly strategic businessman. His content, primarily aimed at children, exploits the minds of his young, impressionable audience for profit. And here are a few instances where MrBeast is clearly taking advantage of his young audience to boost his earnings by launching products directly targeting kids. Let's start with one of MrBeast's most recent ventures, Lunchly.
Hydration beverage. I sell chocolate.
We came together to create a Lunchables competitor featuring the fastest growing hydration beverage ever and the fastest growing candy ever. And so we did that. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce you to Lunchly.
Oh my gosh.
Lunchly is a grab-and-go meal kit which is facing heavy criticism ever since the product was launched, as the product is nothing but a blatant rip-off of the popular brand Lunchables.
Perhaps you are familiar with this product.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Yeah. So if you look closely, this product has a candy, an entree, and a drink.
Wait.
Perhaps you guys are piecing this together, but this is Lunchables, and
This is something, you know, we grew up eating. It's a thing.
it's a thing, but it's been around forever.
Yeah, we don't have to.
Lunchly was created in collaboration with fellow YouTubers KSI and Logan Paul, and is marketed as a more nutritious option, featuring Logan Paul's Prime Hydration drink and MrBeast's Feastable snacks.
Lunchly versus Lunchables.
With Lunchly, you get double the amount of liquid.
Prime has no sugar added, more electrolytes, and more B vitamins.
Crunch Bar.
Whoa.
Feastables Crunch
Yeah!
Bar. Our pizza uses real cheese. Theirs, as it says on their box, is mozzarella pasteurized prepared cheese product. They can't even call it real cheese. We're also 30 less calories, 3 less grams of fat, and 8 less grams of sugar.
Fat, and 8 less grams of sugar. However, the backlash is starting to mount, questioning the authenticity of the health claims being made, especially when it's been launched by two of the most controversial YouTubers out there today. One accused of being a scout, and the other known for being a liar. One of the first people to call out the product was DanTDM, an OG YouTuber who's rarely involved in any drama until recently. He took it to Twitter and wrote, "I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them." The irony is, Lunchly is being promoted as a healthier option, while there isn't much difference between its competitor brand Lunchables when it comes to ingredients or nutritional value.
I mean, in general, Lunchables are known for just being absolute ass when it comes to nutrition. Their packaging apparently has a whole lot of lead in it, and it was actually a product that was built out of failure. Like, this is literally just like them copying Lunchables' homework and trying to change a couple of things on their paper. And here these guys are acting like they discovered fire for making this blatant ripoff of another product.
And besides, I don't see the point in launching a copy of an already existing brand, especially when the original product itself has been a big failure from the start.
Back in the 90s, they had all this mystery meat that they really did not know what to do with because no adult wanted to buy it anymore, and so they thought, what are we gonna do with all this? We're gonna have to close down these different manufacturing plants. And that wasn't until someone had the genius idea of marketing it towards kids, giving them a little bit of autonomy, like, hey, I can make my little sandwich at lunch, package that with some good marketing and a good product design.
Products are so bad that almost everyone is calling it out.
Versus Lunchables.
Yeah, cow shit versus dog. The good, the bad, and the ugly here started a company together called Lunchly, which is essentially...
Lunchly is one of those products where the more I think about it and look into it, the worse it seems. Like, to begin with,
social media posts are slamming Lunchly for not being perfect.
Your wholesome content creator childhood heroes are now all grown up and peddling processed rubbish to their young audiences, labeling it as a healthy lunch.
The launch has also raised concerns about the ethics of influencer marketing, especially when their main audience are kids and teens. And since MrBeast is a role model of every kid watching him, this is an attempt to profit from them while pretending to promote healthy products. Aside from their half-baked product launch, what's even more laughable is the timing of it all. Since the MrBeast controversy, there's been complete silence from his end. And instead of giving a response, he's been busy launching one product after the other. Lunchly isn't his only product line launched amidst the controversy, because how can we forget his recent toy line called MrBeast Labs featuring a range of collector In this ad, I'm going to tell you.
In this ad, I'm gonna tell you about the greatest toy on earth, MrBeast's Lab Swarms. Can I drink this? Put it down.
Just mix them, shake them, and create your MicroBeast. There's over 100 swarms.
Gonna start with MrBeast Lab Swarms.
I'm gonna start with MrBeast Lab Swarms. So it looks like you just peel the cardboard off like that. You add water. Oh, it's already fizzing up. Oh my god. All right, that's about $5 right there. I also got another Beast Swarm things. Did I get the same thing twice? Wait, there's supposed to be hundreds of these things. I got the same thing twice. I already have these. Did I buy the same?
Did I just buy the wrong? Did I buy the same thing? I think we all know by now MrBeast knows exactly how to exploit the minds of his young audience to earn money. And honestly, when I first heard about his toy line, the first thought that came to mind was, this is the same guy who promotes ocean cleanups and raises awareness about plastic pollution. Isn't it ironic that he's launching a product line that directly contradicts the very message he's advocating against, which is plastic pollution? So let me get this straight. He and his Team C's project are cleaning the beaches and removing plastic, while at the same time, he's launching products which are adding to more plastic pollution. And if this isn't contradictory enough, let's move on to his next product line, his chocolate brand Feastables, which he describes as
New Feastable Bar.
This is the best tasting chocolate on earth. Good job, boys.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Feastables has always been advertised as the world's best chocolate by MrBeast with just a few simple ingredients and less sugar. However, the brand has degraded its quality heavily over the years, as Dogpack explains here.
MrBeast changed the formula again to where it has mostly the same ingredients as Hershey's and even more sugar and more calories per bar. And this initial ad for Feastables where he calls it healthy is still getting millions of views a month. Also, I don't think you should ever advertise it as over $1 million in prizes when more than a third of those prizes are just coupons for more MrBeast products.
But MrBeast didn't stop there. He not only plastered Feastables everywhere he went, but also introduced gambling as a way for his young audience to win big prizes.
I am absolutely pigging out on Feastables, and I'm trying to do this. MrBeast is teaching us gambling? Minus points because there's no cool music. Anyway, let's gamble.
These children are gullible enough to take everything that MrBeast is saying at face value, while MrBeast, on the other hand, is exploiting their trust by scamming his young audience. MrBeast once ran a contest when he launched Feastables in Australia.
I just launched Feastables in Australia, as you can tell by the Sydney Opera House. And to celebrate, we're going to be giving random people that buy Feastables this Lamborghini and 9 other cars. That's a lot of cars.
That's a lot of cars. He advertised it as if buying a chocolate bar could instantly win you a car. However, many participants soon claimed that the entire contest was a scam, despite matching 3 Lamborghinis in the center. As outlined in the contest's terms and conditions, they repeatedly received an error message saying, sorry, not this.
To enter the competition, you buy a Feastables chocolate bar, scan the QR code on the back, and upload your receipt as proof of purchase, and that gives you 1 spin on a virtual slot machine. If you get 3 Lamborghinis in a row, you win. So I bought 18 bars, which gave me 18 spins. And with just 4 spins left, I got the 3 Lamborghinis in the middle. I did it. I won. But instead of a congratulations, I got the same, sorry, not this time message that I had received on all my other prior attempts. So I contacted Feastable customer support multiple times to try to get a resolution, but no response.
Feastables has always been promoted through coupons and heavy discounts, since he knows that's the best way to fool his young audience. Let's look at what Food Theory has to say about Feastables.
Now, I love a good food experiment, and we're no strangers to taste tests on this channel, but seeing Feastables come out on top so handedly made me want to take a closer look at the whole thing. MrBeast's chocolate being eaten first by the participants gave it another leg up, or should I say tongue up, when it comes to how our taste buds work. When we consume something sweet, our taste buds naturally become suppressed and the sensitivity of that taste decreases. This makes everything after that first sample taste less sweet. Like I mentioned earlier, testers in the video kept saying things like Feastables was richer or sweeter than the others. Every element of the taste test skewed the results in favor of Feastables coming out on top.
No wonder the results were rigged, exactly like his games. And in order to test that, Food Theory conducted their own taste test, this time including Hershey's chocolate, something MrBeast had conveniently left out from his test. And here's what happens. There might be a reason why MrBeast didn't initially include Hershey's chocolate in his taste test. In 8 total rounds, Hershey's came in first place in 4 of them and second place in another 2. But the most shocking result was that Feastables never earned anything higher than a third-place ranking. And among all of the products he has launched to date, how can we forget the epic fail of MrBeast Burger, which looks like this? This, and this, which is quite contradictory to the expectations people had when MrBeast launched his fast food restaurants in 2020. The burgers, marketed as affordable and delicious, resonated with his younger fan base. The hype was unreal. Cars were lined up for miles. People waited in line for hours to get their hands on MrBeast's burger. Not only kids, but adults too went crazy about the launch.
We haven't even opened yet, and the police just told us they had to shut down a mile of traffic, and there's 1,000 cars in line.
Then came the backlash. In no time, several complaints started circulating regarding the product. One of the primary complaints about MrBeast Burger has been the inconsistency in food quality. There have been numerous reports of customers receiving cold burgers, incorrect orders, poorly packaged food, and so on and so forth.
Tried MrBeast Burger. I wasted $50+ and had to order a different dinner. Ordering a burger from MrBeast and it being raw and missing ingredients.
Raw meat? Really? Despite its promising start, it has been labeled a massive fail. So I wouldn't be wrong in saying the nature of his content, which often involves large sums of money, jaw-dropping stunts, and huge giveaways, are extremely captivating for younger viewers who are easily excited by extreme concepts and high-energy entertainment. Kids see MrBeast as a role model and may not be able to distinguish between genuine content and marketing tactics. Children that may not fully understand the commercialization behind the content are more susceptible to branded messages, making them an ideal target for merch sales and sponsored content. It's high time that people realize that MrBeast's empire thrives off monetizing his young audience, taking advantage of their admiration and excitement, while blurring the line between entertainment and advertising.